So the first thing I'm gonna do is
take it off the edge.
step one. I'm gonna cook ground meat. Season it with garlic, salt, very simple, and season all. Alright? So, rule of thumb when you season, well, this is how I do it. You know, I don't never season real close. I usually stay to about 6 inches above. Give it a good sprinkle. It's a lot. Come in. Hopefully we're gonna kind of break this up into like almost like little crumbles. You know, and I'm sure a lot of y'all know this, but there's actually people out there that really don't know for real. So I'm gonna break this down. Give it another good seasoning again. Sprinkle everything nice and even to the best of your ability. And I'm gonna get this nice and brown and cooked all the way through, and then we'll be back for the next step. Alright y'all, so as you can see, we got everything. I got this ground meat nice and browned up. I'm still knocking down some of the big chunks. Because what we're going to do is once I drain this grease, we're going to add these refried beans to it. I like to mix some people like to keep them separate. I used to keep them separate, but it's a lot easier when you're feeding a lot of people, just mix it all together. That way you just, you know, this is going to do the same thing anyway. So, this is nice and brown. Rule of thumb for anybody that does not know, I usually use a grease pot where I pour my grease into, because, you know, you don't really want to clog your drains, but my hot water is like super fucking hot, like it's scalding hot, so something small like this, I'll go ahead and pour it down the drain. But usually try to let your hot water run for about 5 minutes so your pipes be warm. So I'm gonna drain this grease off. As while that's draining, go ahead and start heating up my refried beans. So I'll put them in. Turn my heat down to low. Now, start mixing them up, warming them up. I just press it, you know, kind of. Go. Oops. Alright, so while it's heating up, while these beans is heating up, I just kind of start mixing them up a little bit. You see, they kind of get a little bit thinner as they warm up. Anyway, keep mixing it until you get it to where you want it. Then you can just cut it on low and put the lid on and set it to the side, and we'll get to the gravy that we're going to put on top. So I'll come back to you when I get to that step. Remember I got the round steak earlier, and I told you I like it cubed, so I cut them all and cubed them all up. For this process, I mean, you can use seasoning salt to kind of, I try not to, I really don't like to use a lot of salt like that, but if I can get away from it, I can. But for this part, we'll just use the garlic salt with parsley flakes and the lemon pepper. And what I'll do is I'll just, same thing, you know, 6 to 8 inches from what you're sprinkling. You get a better spread. Just kind of mix that up a little bit. You have to kind of be careful with this part. I do this too when I'm cooking my fish too. I put a little bit in my flour. This is also going to be gravy. Mix that up in there. And just add it to your flour. So I do like 25% at a time because you don't want to put it in there like all at one time because then it'll like clump up. So you want to get it to where it's, everything is getting, you know, coated well. So I'm gonna get these nice and floured, and then we'll come back. I heated my grease up. We got ready to go. So what we'll do is, I cook on high. You know what I'm saying? Like, people say you're not supposed to do that, but I do that. I be cooking on high because I be trying to cook really fast. But again, you know, digress my heat. But you know, you get your grease hot to whatever you prefer is comfortable for you. We'll start putting these in here. And what this is gonna do is pretty much make our gravy. Anybody knows anything about making homemade gravy? Ship these in here. Put it all in there. I'm gonna get all these in here, and then we'll come back once I get them all through. All right, so I got it all in there now. You kind of see what I was talking about, with like how we want it, how we want the flour to start gritting with the oil. It almost turns in. You can kind of get in close to it, but you see it, it's almost like gritty. That's what we want. And we want to just keep turning this meat, keep browning it. It's steak meat, so depending on how thick your cut is how long you want to keep cooking that for. I mean, I'm a steak dude, so I kind of like my stuff medium. But not everybody likes that. They like it all the way cooked through. But it's still going to cook through anyway because you're going to let this simmer in your gravy. What we're doing, we're just trying to get the color. I'm just trying to brown it. So I'm just going to keep turning it. Let that cook a little bit. Okay, so the green chilies that we got earlier, what we're going to do is pour half a can in it. Half a can. Keep on mixing. See how it's almost like starting to turn to almost like how to describe it, like clay almost, like a paste. When it gets to that point and it's brown, the flour's starting to brown a little bit. Slowly add your water. And some more. Hey, will you add some more water for me, bro? See, I kind of added too much. What you don't want it to do is start doing this. Thanks. This is why you add it slowly, because you don't want like the granules. You want it you have to keep stirring it to try to break up a little bit of flour. So that's why I say add it real slowly. I'm gonna keep working this and adding water. I might switch my pan though. I might get a bigger pan. I got the flour broken up and added my water to the consistency that it needs to be. Remember, like I said, just keep adding your water, kind of thin it out. We got it to a boil. So the tomato sauce. All right, look, this is key. We're not even gonna use this whole can of tomato sauce. All right, we're mainly looking for a color, if that makes sense. So what we'll do is I'll just add a little bit. All right, stir it. It's almost gonna be like a, and since that's too wide, I can cut that back down a little bit. I'm just gonna add it until it turns brown. You don't want to use the whole can because it'll be really tomato-y. You can kind of see it go from, I don't know if the steam will let you see it, but it's kind of going from a tan to like almost like a darker color. And you just keep adding a little bit at a time until we get there. You do not want it to be red. I made a lot, so I'm gonna use half a can. But if you're not gonna make as much as what I just did, though, you'll probably use maybe like a quarter of the can before it kind of turns this color here. This is what we want. I got it almost to this brown color, so we're gonna let this simmer for about 15 minutes. Then I'll bring it back up to a boil, and we'll be ready to plate it up. I'll show you how to plate it up. It's too much butter. You want to heat them up and start getting air bubbles in it. That's how you know when it's time to kind of flip it. You don't want it to where it's like crunchy. We got tortillas done. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and build the plate. So we'll take our beans. Inside. Let's make them kind of thick. A little bit too much. Now our vegetables, onion, our lettuce, tomato, cheese, cilantro, avocado. A little trick about avocado too, which I cut these probably, a piece of cheese right there. I cut these probably about, I don't know, about 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. They usually start turning brown when they sit out, but a little trick, if you put lemon on them, it'll stop them from browning so fast. They'll stay green longer. So, and you can do this either way. I like to put cheese in the middle. I'll do cheese in the middle, just a little bit. Oops. This dude waiting for something to fall. A little cheese in the middle. You can put onion in the middle of it. Like that. The way I like to do a single side tuck on mine, but you can tuck both ways. But on these, I do a single side tuck. Kind of peel it over, pull your beans back, Do a good little flip. Repeat the same thing. Pull the beans back. Right? Put a little bit more onion on the top. Break these up a little bit. Another big piece of onion. Put some onions on the top. A little bit more cheese. If you prefer, you don't have to. I kind of like mine like that. Cheese. Then we come over to our gravy. Gravy a stir. Nice healthy little ladle full. And I come across the top of this like that. Alright. If you like lettuce and tomato, that's when I come across my lettuce and my tomato. Cilantro on the top for some flavor. Voila. Smothered burrito.